Now, it's a fantastic film. What I really liked about it is that you've got a big ensemble cast, but everyone is a really identifiable, recognisable character. What was it like fitting in with the amazing cast in this movie?
Yeah, no, we had a lovely time. You know, we all became mates, really. We did a whole load of, I mean, I think it was about 3 months of sailor school. Sailor school sounds really weird, doesn't it? Sailor school?
What is sailor school? What is it?
Military training. Sailor school sounds a bit wet.
Which it probably was.
Yeah, well, it was wet in that way, yeah, absolutely. But yeah, no, it was a lot of, so we bonded massively, and then we were going out of the weekend, we were having a nice time as well, but then the hours were ridiculous, and then we started to, first of all, we were building weight, then we were losing weight, and at that point we really had to hang on to each other and kind of bob around to survive.
Yeah, was that the hardest part for you, losing the weight and then obviously putting on first and then?
I didn't mind losing it or gaining it. I think it was difficult to keep everybody together at that time. We were surrounded by donuts and really nice tempting food, and I think when you're asking a cast not to eat and everybody else is eating whatever they fancy and it's there in front of you, that can be quite testing sometimes. So, there was a little whisper in the air now and again, some of the younger members saying, come on, we can do this, let's get through. And actually what was really nice, everybody started to find their reality of their place offset as well as on set, and we were never offset. Essentially, once we were in, we were in. So
I mean, I can imagine on one hand that's a bonding experience with the cast, but also did that, losing weight and not eating as much as you normally do, did that have caused any friction or tempers raised?
Yeah, no, of course it does. I mean, not eating what you want to eat and your body, it's malnourished. I remember having nights when my body was literally awake all night eating itself. I mean, that's what we're trying to get the body to do. After you built all the muscle up, you've got to get rid of it. And of course, yeah, it does make you quite, temperamental, and there are some difficult moments when you're feeling a bit edgy, and you just have to be reminded and have a hand put on your shoulder, and that's kind of what we got Godfather on, to kind of, remind us that we're doing it, that we're doing a great job. And he was really nice, actually. He would sing to us when we were a bit down, he'd keep us going, he'd let us know where things were looking great, so it was just helpful having someone there to kind of remind you it was worth it.
Excellent.
Ultimately.
And finally, I want to ask you, we know you from Game of Thrones as well. Are you going to be involved in the next series at all?
I really don't know, my friend. That'll be down to David and Dan. We'll see what happens with them.
Do you still keep up to speed with it? Do you still watch it and obviously...
I haven't watched it, no.
Really?
No,
Really?
I haven't. No.
Really?
No. I don't have time to watch things, my friend.
Well, I can imagine being out
it's
at sea for all that time.
It's a big series. I think I'm guilty. I haven't watched enough. I need to catch up with quite a few things.
Sure. Okay, and can I finally ask you what you've got coming up next then?
Next, well, there's a film called Fang Rung, which we show in Copenhagen, which is a really beautiful story. Again, one very much about nature and man, which what I love about this one is very much about, the futility of man in the face of nature, which I think is a good lesson for us all to learn right now, especially.
Sure.
So I think there's good things going on. Let's hope that summit is working out over there.
Excellent. Thank you very much, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey You Guys, huh?
Hey You Guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yes.
Nice.
Hey